Foodie, hi and welcome. I'm Anna the Keto Foodie, steak and onions, or Bistec Encebollado. So stick around and I'll show you how to do it. Super easy. Let's get started. All right, so this is a family favorite and a Puerto Rican favorite. I love it, especially when my mom made it. But this one is simple to do. It takes a while just to cook, but as far as putting it together, it's all just throwing it in one pot. Everyone does it differently. I'm just doing it all in one pot, all at the same time. And you can adjust it to whatever you need as well. And in this one, I don't really do specific measurements. Everything is just a light sprinkle on each side. So you can adjust it to whatever you need. So let's get started.
Now this recipe makes 4 steaks, but I'm only doing 3 for this video. So what I've purchased, because I'm here in the UK, are medallion steaks. And then I'm taking those claws that you can use to pull pork, and I'm just poking holes in the steak to tenderize on both sides. Now you can use a mallet to tenderize the steaks, or you can just use a knife as well. If you're in the US, cubed steak is the one that you want to go for because it's already been put through a machine to tenderize it. And you can also ask the butcher to put it through the machine to tenderize it as well. After this, I'm going to season it with all-purpose seasoning. Now, I have bottles to last me for years, thanks to a good friend of mine, but you can also make your own, and I'll link to that video right now. Now, this is all-purpose seasoning, a light coating on each side. You can use salt and pepper as well. Next is 2 teaspoons of garlic. Then I'm sprinkling a light coating of onion powder on top on each side. You're going to use about half a teaspoon to a teaspoon. It is up per your taste. And you're going to make sure that it's sprinkled on both sides. You can see that this is a light sprinkle. You don't have to go heavy for any of these. And again, you're doing this on both sides of each of the steaks. Next is the vinegar. Now I'm using a 1/4 cup or 60 mils of vinegar. You don't have to even go that far. You can just put in a few capfuls if you don't want a lot of vinegary taste. The next thing I'm going to do is also put in a 1/4 cup of olive oil as well. And you can sit and let this marinate, or you can cook this along with it, and I will be cooking with it. The next thing I'm adding is cumin, about half a teaspoon, as well as turmeric. And both of these will just add a more savory flavor to the steak. Again, all of this can sit and marinate, but you can also just go ahead and cook as it is. The next thing I'm doing is adding a tablespoon of oregano, and then I'm going to mix all of this up. I want to ensure that the steak is well coated and well marinated on both sides. Now, once I do this, I can let it sit anywhere up to a couple of hours if you have the time. Again, if you don't have the time, you can go ahead and cook from here. Now, some people will marinate this and then take the steak out and cook it in a different pan. I'm going to use this pot as is. Now, before I put it onto the stove, I'm going to add in half a cup of water, or about 120 mils, enough to just cover the steaks with liquid. The next thing that I'm going to do is add in the onions at this point in time. The onions are going to cook with this and flavor the steaks further. Now, you can measure out specifically how the weight of the onions that you want to use, but I just chopped up a whole onion and I've added it in because there are 3 of us who are eating this meal, so I've added in a full chopped onion. Now I've brought the pot over and I've put this on the stove over a medium-high heat. And you can see the Brussels sprouts in the back. Hello, Brussels. And I'll be roasting those once I've poured over a chili flake infused olive oil, super easy to make at home. But my first priority is to make sure that those sliced onions are getting some quality time with the vinegar and the olive oil and the water and all of the flavorings, all of the seasonings. The next thing that I'm going to do is add in about 5 grams or a teaspoon's worth of tomato paste or tomato puree. And this is just to give it a nice bit of extra warmth. And again, with the vinegar, you don't have to add a lot of vinegar if you're not a big fan. The vinegar will continue to tenderize the meat, but if a capful of vinegar is enough, then by all means do that. You don't have to go with a 1/4 cup of vinegar if you don't want. Now the next thing I'm going to do is put the lid on, turn this down to a medium heat, and let this cook for about 25 minutes, coming back every 10 minutes and just giving it all a good mix. And look at that. This is what we're left with, and I cannot wait to taste this. Yay! Okay, and so we have the steak and onions, and I have it with some roasted cauliflower and some Brussels sprouts that have been roasted and drizzled in a olive oil with chili in it. We've infused it with chili. So I'm just gonna go for the steak though. You've got to get the onions in there. Oh, it's just like my mom's. Oh, it's so good. The steak is tender and it just tastes just like my mom's. Oh my goodness, and that was just one bite. You know, I eat like 5 or 6 bites on camera. Definitely. I want to save this. I'm just gonna put this down right here. Hold on a second. Yeah, by all means, go for it. Put it all together and just go for it and enjoy. This is gonna be one that you like, especially if you're Puerto Rican. And just enjoy it because it is totally keto. Again, just pay attention to how much onion you're putting in. I put a very big onion, just getting mainly carbs from the veg, but you can measure out the onions based on how many steaks that you're doing. But by all means, this is a great dish, and you don't have to have it with rice. You can have it with other things. So go for it, enjoy. Let me know down in the comments below how it turned out for you. Oh, but do it. That is my childhood right there. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you liked what I do and you want to be notified any future videos that I do, click the subscribe button and then also click the bell, because that's going to notify you of whenever I put a new video up on top. Well, it will be on top. So, but again, until next time, I say to you, have a fantastic keto journey, and foodie bye.
If you like this video, please click the like button. If you like what I do, please click the subscribe button and the bell so that you'll be notified when I upload a new video. And if you love what I do, consider becoming a patron and enabling more content like this one. Thanks for watching.